श्री श्री सती सुताष्टकम की नव गौरवरं नव पुष्पशरं नव भावधरं नव लाशपरं नव पुष्पशरं नव भावधरं नव लाशपरं नव हास्यकरं नव हेमवरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं हास्यकरं नव हेमवरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं नव प्रेमयुतं नवनीतसुचं नववेशकृतं नव प्रेमरसं प्रेमयुतं नवधा विलसत शुभप्रेममयं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं भाविलसत शुभप्रेममयं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं हरिभक्तिपरं हरिनामधरं करजाप्यकरं हरिनामपरं नयने सततं प्रणश्रुधरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं सततं प्रणश्रुधरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं सततं जनता भवतापहरं परायण लोकगतिं जनता भवतापहरं परमर्थपरायण लोकगतिं नवलेहकरं जगतापहरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं नवलेहकरं जगतापहरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं निजभक्तिकरं प्रियचारुतरं नटनर्तननागरराजकुलम् कुलकामिनी मानसदाशकरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं कामिनी मानसदाशकरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं करतालवलं कलकण्ठरवं मृदुवाद्यसुवीनिकया मधुरं मृदुवाद्यसुवीनिकया मधुरं निजभक्तिगुणावृतनाट्यकरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं भक्तिगुणावृतनाट्यकरं प्रणमामि सचीसुत गौरवरं युगधर्मयुतं पुननन्द नन्दसूतं धरणीसुचित्रं भवभावोचितम् तनुध्यानचितं निजवाशयुतं प्रणमामि सचिसुतगौरवरं ज्ञानचितं निजवाशयुतं प्रणमामि सचिसुतगौरवरम् अरुणं नयनं चरणं वशनं वदने स्खलितं श्वकनामधरम् नयनं वशनं वदने स्खलितं श्वकनामधरम् कुरुते जगत प्रणमामि सुतगौरवरम् प्रणमामि सचिसुतगौरवरं नवगौरवरं नवपुष्पं नवभावधरं नवलाशकरं नवहास्यकरं नवहेमवरं प्रणमामि सचिसुतगौरवरम् आचकनं नवहेमवरं सचिसुतगौरवरं प्रणमामि सचिसुतगौरवरं प्रणमामि सचिसुतगौरवरम् Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Jaya Gaur Hari Jaya Gaur Hari Jaya Gaur Hari Jaya Gaur Hari Jaya Nitai Gauranga Gaur Hari Jaya Nitai Gauranga Gaur Hari श्री शचीसुताष्टकम की सर्वोम भट्टाचार्य की
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Madhava Kunja Vihadi Gopi Janavallava Girivaranadi Gopi Janavallava Girivaranadi Yasodanandana Vrajajalaranjana Yasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamunatira Panachali Jamunatira Panachali Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallava Girivaranani Gopijana Vallava Girivaranani Yasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yasodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachali Jamunatira Vanachali Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Dvaita Chanda Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Anita Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Anita Gaura, Hari Bol. Jai Gaura, Jai Gaura, Jai Gaura. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Hastu Teresita Sishimadhi Divine Grace ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sisi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Hastu Teresita Sishimadhi Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Anand Godi Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Guru Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyamakam Radha Kunda Giri Gauravan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premananda. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. Glorious Sisi Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pritai Bhutale Samate Bhakti Srita Shampi Namaste. Krishna Prabhupada Shitana Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Srita Chena. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakchulamalitam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapada Kamala Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagadatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitam Scha. He Krishna Karana Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrisabhana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakal Patarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Chapter 7. The Lower Store of South India. It's written on the board. Is it? This one. Okay. Danyam tam nomi Chaitanyam Vasudevam Dayadravdi Nashta Kustam Rupa Pushtam Bhakti Tushtam Chakara Jahan Danyam Tvam Nomi Chaitanyam Vasudevam Dayadridi Nasta Kustam Rupa Pushtam Bhakti Tushtam Chakaraja Danyam Tam Nomi Chaitanyam Vasudevam Dayadridi Nasta Kustam Rupa Pushtam Bhakti Tushtam Chakaraja Dhanyam Tam Nomi Chaitanyam Vasudevam Dayadridi Nashta Kushtam Rupa Pushtam Bhakti Tushtam Chakaraja Dhanyam auspicious tam unto him. Now me, I offer obeisances. Chaitanyam Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Vasudevam unto the Brahmana Vasudev Daya Ardadi being compassionate Nashta Kustam cured the leprosy Rupa Pushtam beautiful Bhakti Tushtam satisfied in devotional service Chakara made. Jaha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being very compassionate toward a Brahmana named Vasudeva, cured him of leprosy. He transformed him into a beautiful man, satisfied with devotional service. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the glorious Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. Looking at this verse very carefully. Look at this verse very carefully. What do you see? What do you see? Don't look at my face. Look at the verse. What do you see in this verse?
Lord compassion.
Lord compassion. Very good. Which one is compassion? Huh? Bhakti to stam. Very good. Don't do that one. There are two compassion here. There are two here. One of beauty and one of bhakti. Which one is better?
Bhakti.
Why? Why? Who like ugly person? Who like ugly thing? Who like ugly thing, I'm asking? Nobody. We like beautiful thing. So why is this not important? Why did he mention this one? The body is temporary. Very good. What else?
It can make one proud of beauty.
Very good. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
It didn't give satisfaction. It didn't give satisfaction to the heart.
For a conditioned soul, it is. For a pure devotee, no. For a conditioned soul, it is. Everybody look for that. Right? So, yes, it is very important we should understand what is happening. What else? What else do you see here? What else?
It may cause hindrance in bhakti. Janmeshwara Shuddhashri Kumara.
Very good. Very good. What else do you see in this book? Something very powerful is there, which you do every day, every moment. Some people, not all. Some does regularly. Of course, you're supposed to do it always. What do you see there? Very good. Very good. Very good. Obeisances. So why do you always offer obeisances? Why do you always offer obeisances?
To get the mercy.
Get the mercy.
Praying to the Lord.
Praying to the Lord. Why do you always offer obeisances? To remind us about being a servant.
Accepting our insignificant position in front of
Accepting our insignificant position. Why do you always offer obeisance? And you are going to do this for life, isn't it? Why do you offer obeisances always? Satisfy the Lord? Gratitude?
Very conscious of the position of the master.
Conscious of the position of the master. Very good. What else? What else? Purification.
To remind us the vows that we take
To remind us of the vows.
Lord Krishna says, Namastu Mamastu, offer obeisance.
Okay, Krishna said, so we're doing. Alright.
To cut our false ego.
To cut our false ego. Very good.
Because Lord is very compassionate.
Lord is very compassionate. Very good, yeah. Compassion is there, so it's good.
Prabhupada said once to one of the disciples that if you start paying like this, then one day from your heart you will feel to give respect.
Okay, good, yeah. Prabhupada said that. The devotee said, I don't want to pretend. I'm not humble, so I won't offer obeisances. So Prabhupada said, but how are you going to become humble? How will you do it? Just sit one day and you just come? No, you have to practice it. Then it will come. So the devotee said to practice. But why obeisance is important? The main reason why we offer obeisances, the main reason, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas, not because he wants people to worship him. He already said, Na Janam. He already drew the conclusion, Na Janam. But he took sannyas after this. Why did he take sannyas? For people to offer obeisances. Because when you offer obeisances, your sins are destroyed. It is not just a whimsical activity. And I had this from Sutta Kriti Prabhu. When he was serving Srila Prabhupada, he leaves, he's serving Prabhupada Prasadam. He has to go to the kitchen to bring chapati. So when he leaves, offer obeisances. He comes back from the kitchen, offer obeisances. He goes, offer obeisances. He comes, offer obeisances. And he was looking at Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was looking at him. So Prabhupada didn't tell him it's enough. So he continued. Why is this? Because Srila Prabhupada didn't tell him to stop. Because the more obeisances you offered, the better your sins will be destroyed. Therefore, Prabhupada deliberately allowed this. Not that he is a fool or he's just expecting honor. Sannyasis, they take risk to give you a chance to offer obeisances and get purified. You don't like that? Huh? You don't like that? And Sruti Kriti Prabhu continued. One day Prabhupada saw a devotee not offer obeisances. Prabhupada said, this is the beginning of his fall down. We're seeing so many Krishna devotees does not offer obeisances. No, I'm not talking to me, but I have to tell you. Because it is dangerous for you not offering obeisances to who is worthy of receiving obeisances. And we're supposed to offer obeisances to each other? Is it? We're supposed to do that? Yes. Are we doing that? No. Don't practice mechanical Krishna consciousness. You will never make it back home, back to Godhead. You will never make advancement. If you remain mechanical, if you remain external, you'll be dry in your Krishna consciousness. Not just that you become dry, you become an obstruction. You be an obstruction for those who will make advancement. You'll be envious of those who are making advancement. If you don't make advancement in Krishna consciousness, you'll become envious of those who are around you who are making advancement. So it is compulsory for every devotee to make advancement. We have decided to practice this process. There are so many religious organizations here in India and many other places in the world. Why did you choose Hare Krishna movement? You have a reason why you choose that. If your reason is bona fide reason of becoming a pure devotee of Krishna by practicing pure devotional service and be qualified, eligible to go back to Godhead, please do the right thing always. Do the right thing always, not sometimes, always. Because Krishna consciousness means to be conscious of Krishna all the time, not sometimes, all the time. This is Krishna consciousness, not sometime. In Bhagavad Krishna says sarva, he didn't say kechit. Surrender 100% to me. As Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, if you don't surrender 100% to Krishna, why will Krishna be obliged to help you? Why? Why? Because if we are not 100% surrender, it's an insult. You understand? That's an insult. We are reserving that for who? We are reserving that for who? Yeah, Maya. we know it, but we don't do it. Right? We know it is Hare Krishna devotee. We know it, but we don't do it. It means what? What does it mean? What is the meaning? False ego. Not that we know, but we are falsely proud. Because one who knows will do it. Isn't it? If you are hungry, there is food. What will you do? You eat. That's all. There's nothing more than that. You eat. Except there's no food. But if there is seed and you're hungry, you will eat. So if we know what is pure Krishna consciousness, we will do it. We will practice it. We will practice it. We will do it. So let us do the right thing all the time, because that is what Krishna consciousness means. To be conscious of Krishna all the time. A father feels pain, or a parent, they will feel pain if the children are not doing well in their education, in their business, in their life. Is it not? Is it not true? So how do you expect the spiritual masters to see all of you, the disciples, to be happy that you make an advancement in Krishna consciousness, or to be happy? Which one?
Happy to be.
Our spiritual master want to see us making progress constantly in Krishna consciousness. Is it not?
Yes. Yes.
Therefore, we want to help you so that we can make advancement by doing what is right. This is connection. We must be connected with the spiritual master, with Krishna. Then you make advancement. Right? Connection is not an external thing. It's both external and internal. Both internal and external. Most of us who have made the contact, but there's no connection. Many devotees are not connected because we are not doing the right thing. This is one. Second, we don't know the mood of your teacher, your guru. You don't know his mood, and we don't follow that mood. If you want to be connected with the person, you understand what the person is expecting from you. We have expectations in our Krishna consciousness. Do we have? The spiritual master does not have for us? Yes. The spiritual master has for us? What is his expectation? He wants to see all of us making progress in our Krishna consciousness. Is he not? And he feels very happy. The spiritual master feels very happy. For us to do this, we need to be connected. To be connected, we need to know the mood. What does he expect from me? In every relationship, any relationship we have, if you want that relationship to function, we must understand the mood of the person or persons we are relating with. It is compulsory. So you understand what is Srila Prabhupada is expecting from all Hare Krishna devotees. What is he expecting from all Hare Krishna devotees? He wants us to go back home, back to God this lifetime. Is it not?
Yes.
Without offer obeisances? Without offer obeisances? Being mechanical and complacent? Becoming a Krishna conscious person or becoming a Hare Krishna devotee means you don't have your independence. Your independence should be given to the spiritual master. Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, not Bhakti Sridhar Swami, is Sridhar Swami, Prabhupada's god brother. Mr. Prabhupada's god brother, Sridhar Swami. He said, if you remove independence from the soul, it is no more a living entity. It's a material thing. That's material. It becomes a material object. If you remove independence, because that is our identity. But how many of us know how to use our independence? How many? How many of us knows how to use our independence? No one. Therefore, give it to your spiritual master. So let him manage our lives for us. So in this way, we are not losing our independence. We are not losing our identity as a spirit soul, but we are connected by willingly submitting ourselves. Willingly submitting ourselves to the authority. So when you enter a temple, when Manisi Prabhupada is there and you offer your head to him, what are you doing? Take my life. I have given to you. We should know the science. If you don't know the science of Bhakti, it will not be possible to make it. We should know the science. The process should be clearly understood and sincerely and intensely followed. Rupa Goswami said that Bhakti requires what? Bhakti means what? Active, yes, active engagement, involvement, intensely. We have to be intensely engaged in all the limbs of Bhakti, all. Means our sadhanas will be very strong sadhana. Strong. Tridavrata. And so the great determination. And Prabhupada said, they are certain, this is Bhagavad Gita 9:14 purport. 9:14 purport. Prabhupada said, there are certain days which are called determined. Which days? Ekadasi and Janmasami, Gaur Purnima. Determined. Why determined? Why? Why determined? Okay, mind will try to cheat us. Why Prabhupada said determined?
It's difficult.
What is difficult? It's difficult, but what is difficult? Right? Yes, complete your own. Complete it.
It is difficult to follow.
What is difficult?
Fasting.
Yes, you know it now, so tell me. I know that's why I'm asking you. Yeah. You're afraid to say it. It should be said. Fasting is difficult. Papa said determined. So you should be determined, you should be ready to face it. Ready for it. You don't want to go back to Godhead? Huh? You don't want to go? You want to stay here? No. How will you go? How will you go? To go, determination. Determination is required. Determination. You don't tell animal the courtesy. Do you tell animal the courtesy? Huh? Animals. Do you tell them the courtesy? No. But the human beings, the courtesy. Yes. Don't be afraid. Krishna already told you that. Mahasucha high. So don't be afraid. Let's face it. You are a man. It means what? I'm a man. Means what? Face your duty squarely. Is it not? Face your duty squarely. Face it. Spiritual warrior. You are spiritual warriors, all of you. So do something which is not common. That makes you a warrior, not a lazy man or lazy woman. Do something. So please, we want to see all of us making advancement in Krishna consciousness. So all the technologies which need to be put in place to make this happen should be shared, should be discussed. And our Acharyas has put everything down for us. They're all here. All. Nothing is missing. There's nothing. So here is Vasudeva, the leper. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cured him. Gave him a very beautiful body. He satisfied him by bhakti. So Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami said, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the glorious Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But what was the consciousness of Vasudeva? What was his consciousness? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that he was not happy. What's the problem? With my ugly body, nobody will look at me twice. Is it not? Yes. Nobody will look at me twice. Once. It's off. Now you have given me this handsome, beautiful body. Everybody will look at me. Nobody will look at my devotion. Everybody will look at my body for their enjoyment. So I don't like this. Better to keep me where I will have time to practice my bhakti without obstruction. This beauty is an obstruction on the part of bhakti. 4 things. Obstruction. Beauty, wealth, aristocratic family, and education. They are obstructions, paripantina, stumbling blocks on the part of Bhakti. So Vasudeva, the leopard, he said, my dear Lord, please, let me have my ugly body. So the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, I prefer to have a sick body that will be able to give me permission to go back to Godhead than to have a young, youthful, and beautiful, handsome body that will be a disqualification for my going back home, back to Godhead. I don't want. What is the lesson? Devotees are very, very careful what their practice. Devotees are very careful what their bhakti. This is not a casual process. Devotees who will make it in Krishna consciousness are very careful with their bhakti. They are careful, determined. Means we examine things very carefully to analyze which one will work for me, which one will not work for me. This intelligence Guru Krishna they have already given to us. It is our duty to exercise it. What will help me and what will not help me? Devotees are ready to reject anything which will not help, and they are ready to accept anything which will help. Even if you don't like it, you accept it. Determined. That's the meaning. Determined. We are ready to accepting which we don't like because it will help us. We will accept it. We will tolerate it. Determined. Determination. And we are ready to reject anything, even though we like it. We are ready to reject it if it don't help us. Determined. Determination. Determination is required. Our child is use appropriate words. We have to carefully understand their word, their intention. Determination in Krishna consciousness. When one comes in contact in Krishna, come in contact with Krishna consciousness, everything becomes beautiful. Every ugly thing becomes beautiful. This is Vasudeva Vipra. He is transformed. The same thing you see in Krishna Lila. The same thing you see in Krishna Lila. Anything that comes in contact with Krishna becomes transformed. This is the experience. This is the experience throughout the whole world. In Krishna Lila, we see the same thing. Yes, thank you. A Kubja never, even Kamsa whom she serves every day, never look at her twice. Once is enough. Just to get the sandalwood pearl from her. Finish. Disappear. In her entire life, the only person who told her, oh, beautiful lady, was Krishna. And she forgot Kamsa and used all the pot of sandalwood she had and used it to put the Krishna in the street. She didn't care. This is Bhakti. This is Bhakti. She didn't care for anything. She forgot Kamsa. She forgot herself. She forgot everything that is in the street. She forgot. This is Bhakti. We should try to understand what is Bhakti. When we remember our pain in Krishna consciousness, that is Krishna's message that we are not deep in our practice. Anything what is affecting our japa, our practice, because of difficulties, or whatever it is, either it is body, it is mental, or whatever, psychological, if we are affected by anything, it is because we are offensive. For one who is not offensive, who is intensely engaged in practice, those problems will be there, but you will not feel it. They will not be obstruction. We are feeling them because we are not going deep. Sri Rupa Goswami he confirmed that in Nectar of Devotion. The fishes which are on the surface of the water, what happens when the fisherman throw the net? They will be captured. The fishes which are deep down the bottom of the ocean, will the net reach there? Net will reach there? No. This is Bhakti. The meaning, the explanation is, if we are intensely engaged, the difficulties we'll experience in this material world will not affect our practice. We will be affected, and that is a message from Krishna that we're not deep. We are on the surface. Therefore, we'll be affected. Any little thing will affect our practice. We'll give up Krishna consciousness. We'll slack in our practice. We have a lot of doubt, and that doubt will also affect our relationship with every devotee, including our spiritual master, or the scriptures. Please try to understand. The main reason is that we are not deeply connected. One who is deeply connected, let Indra's thunderbolt falls on your head, you won't feel it. Let the whole world break on your head, you won't feel it. Just like one's immune system is very strong, whatever disease that comes, you will not be affected. But a person whose immune system is very weak, any little thing happen, you'll be the first person to contact it. So this will be immunization. That is intense practice of our sadhana. Intense practice for sadhana. Is it clear? Huh?
Yes.
Text 2. All glory is to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glory is to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. All glory is to Advaita Acharya. And all glory is to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is always offering obeisances. Always. And we are very hard-hearted. It doesn't make any meaning to us not to offer obeisances. It is very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. It is dangerous. After delivering Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, the Lord desired to go to South India to preach. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the renounced order during the waxing fortnight of the month of Magha. During the following month, Falguna, he went to Jagannath Puri and resided there. At the end of the month of Falguna, he witnessed the Dola Yatra ceremony, and in his usual ecstatic love of God, he chanted and danced in various ways on the occasion. During the month of Chaitra, while living at Jagannath Puri, the Lord delivered Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and at the beginning of the next month, by Shaka, he decided to go to South India. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called all his devotees together and, holding them by hand, humbly informed them, "You are all more dear to me than my life. I can give up my life, but to give you up is difficult for me. If you have no connection with the person, the person's difficulty, will it affect you? Is it a problem for you? Do you care? When you hear that Mr. Bhakti Paul left the body in Timbuktu, will it make any sense to you? Will you fast that day? Will you fast? Huh? Why? There's no connection with the person. Who is that? In Timbuktu. And then what? That is okay. But the moment you hear that your friend that you will do everything together is in problem, the next thing you want to do something, is it not? Because the connection is there. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking devotees by hands. It's connection. The connection between. I cannot ever think of giving you up, but I have a desire to travel without you, to soften the pain, the burden, the burden, the weight of pain of separation is so heavy that pure devotee cannot survive. It's better to put Mount Mary on their head. They won't feel it. But the moment, just a moment. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said what? This world cannot contain me. Is it not? This world cannot contain me. And you see, Raghunath Das Goswami want to commit suicide. Not because he had nothing to eat. Not because he's materially miserable. It's because of the weight of the pain is too heavy to carry. This is the experience of those who have connection. This is the situation. So when you hear devotees are mad, you should understand what it means. What it means. The connection is very, very deep. You are all my friends, and you have properly executed the duties of friends by bringing me here to Jagannath Puri and giving me the chance to see Lord Jagannath in the temple. I now beg all of you for one bit of charity. Please give me permission to leave for a tour of South India. I shall go to search out Vishwarup. Please forgive me, but I want to go alone. I do not wish to take anyone with me. What is the problem? What is the problem here? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is begging permission to leave. What is the problem? Because he doesn't want somebody to go with him? Is that a problem? What is the problem? Devotee don't want to leave him, and he don't want to leave devotee. Do you understand what prema means? Do you understand what prema? Just to have an idea what prema means. Huh? How do you explain when water is 100% boiled, right? Water is 100% boiled, and the other water is ice block. When they come together, what do you experience? Huh? When you put the hot boiling water and the ice water together, how do you feel?
Hot water becomes cool and the cold water becomes...
But what happens when you mix them together? when you put hot water boiling and ice water, and you put them together. Huh?
There's no difference between hot and cold. It's the same water.
Women are cooking, she'll tell us. You cook. Men doesn't cook, so you don't know. Of course, somebody knows. The water is boiling. Okay, have you made halwa before? Have you made halwa? Who has made halwa before? You make halwa? Okay, make halwa. So when you pour halwa into the boiling water, what is the experience? Is it not? Is that peaceful?
No.
That is the experience of prema. That is prema. If you want to have experience, just to give you a glimpse. Extremely cold, extremely hot, mixed together. Who would like such a situation? That is experience. So Chaitanya is begging. He's begging them. I know the pain you are going to feel. I also know the pain I'm going to feel, but I have desire. Which must be fulfilled. What to do? What to do? What to do? Both party doesn't want to separate, but Chaitanya want to go out. Everyone will cry. Both party will cry. Until I return from Setu Banda, all of you, dear friends, should remain at Jagannath Puri. As the time is speaking, what is happening to the minds of the devotees? They are already in pain. Just to hear, they are already in pain. Well, Krishna told Rukmini, my dear Rukmini, see, although you are a daughter of a king, and because of your fortune, saintly personalities always visit, and you have had a lot from them. So you're supposed to be intelligent. But because you have a woman body, I am thinking that you made a big mistake. It's a big mistake you made. To accept me as your husband is a big mistake. Don't you see Sushupal? Don't you see? These are the warriors. But how did Rukmini took it? How did he take it? She fainted. The more Krishna was speaking, the more pain he was adding to the injury. So what is he thinking? Why is he talking like this? You want to leave me? That's all the problem. That is all the problem. You want to leave me? Just that word. Do you want to leave me? She collapsed. Unconscious. So as Stambo is speaking, they are in pain. What is this? Don't you have something else to tell us? But the Lord wants to travel. His intention is not to cause anyone anxiety. If there is no pain of separation, prema will die. Prema will not exist. To keep prema alive, there is Viraha. Viraha is the maintainer of prema. So to increase that, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking to the devotees. Knowing everything, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was aware that Vishwarupa had already passed away. A pretense of ignorance was necessary. This is beautiful. A pretense of ignorance was necessary. However, so that he could go to South India and liberate the people there. Upon hearing this message from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees became very unhappy and remained silent with sullen faces. Nityananda Prabhu then said, "How is it possible for you to go alone? Who can tolerate this? Let one or two of us go with you. Otherwise, you may fall into the clutches of thieves and rogues along the way. There may be whomever you like, but 2 persons will go with you. Indeed, I know all the path to the different places of pilgrimage in South India. Just order me, and I shall go with you." The Lord replied, "I am simply a dancer, and you are the wire puller. However you pull the wires to make me dance, I shall dance in that way." After accepting the sannyas order, I decided to go to Vrindavan, but you took me instead to the house of Advaita Acharya, Advaita Prabhu. While on the way of Jagannath to Puri, you broke my sannyas staff. I know that all of you have great affection for me, but such things disturb my activities. Jagadananda wants me to enjoy bodily sense gratification. And out of fear, I do whatever he tells me. If I sometimes do something against his desire, out of anger, he will not talk to me for 3 days. Sometimes the services or the affection we have for the spiritual master could be a disturbance. Do you understand? For example, if your spiritual master is getting order from Krishna to do like this, and you are expressing your spiritual to do like this, which one do you think your spiritual master should do? But will you agree? Will you agree? Krishna is telling the spiritual master, eat once a day. The disciple wants him to eat 3 times a day. Is that a support or an interference? It's an interference. But who sees that? He sees, but who else? The disciples see?
No.
Why we don't see? We have no connection. No connection. Our system is parampara, is it not? So if this microphone is working because it's connected to amplifier, is it not? If you unplug it, will it work? I can speak, but it will not function. So if we are connected with the spiritual master, everything that is experiencing will pass through you. What is the meaning of parampara? It is descending process, is it not? Our system is descending process. Why descending? Is coming from top down. So whoever is connected, what is happening will pass through. Being a sannyasi, I have a duty to lie down on the ground and to take a bath 3 times a day, even during the winter. But Mukunda becomes very unhappy when he sees my severe austerities. Of course, Mukunda does not say anything, but I know that he is very unhappy within. And upon seeing him unhappy, I become twice unhappy. Although I am in the renounced order of life and Damodar is a brahmachari, he still keeps a stick in his hand just to educate me. Don't you see that sannyasi, everything a sannyasi has is given to him by other people, is it not? Is it not? What do you give to someone? The thing you like. Is it not? You give something you like. Right? So everything they have is given. That is the desire of everybody. Where is his own desire? Where? Well, this is what is happening. Jagadananda Pandit is Satyabhama in Dwarkalila, Krishna's wife. So in this life, she brought a very, very nice, high quality, highly perfumed, and a golden jar for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to use on his body. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, how can I use this? He took it and broke it on the ground. And 3 days he would not fast. He went to Ganga. He was staying there, not eat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to go and beg him. I want to eat from you. I want to take prasad from you today. And then he went and cooked. When he cooked, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate and he says, just see, in anger he has cooked such a wonderful, delicious food. What about when he's not in anger? What? Just see, when you do something in anger, it's not as perfect as when you do things in love. But in anger, what is the meaning of that? He cooked in anger for the Lord. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this is wonderful. There's nothing more than this. So that anger is love, is not anger. Our understanding of anger is different from what is anger in the spiritual world. The same word, but different meaning. But we appreciate it. The nature of Bhakti. According to Damodar, I'm still in your fight as far as social etiquette is concerned. Therefore, he does not like my independent nature. Damodar Pandit and others are more advanced in receiving the message of Lord Krishna. Therefore, they are independent of public opinion. As such, they want me to enjoy sense gratification, even though it be unethical. But since I am a poor sannyasi, I cannot abandon the duties of the renounced order, and therefore I follow them strictly. Purport. A brahmachari is supposed to assist a sannyasi. Therefore, a brahmachari should not try to instruct a sannyasi. That is the etiquette. Consequently, Damodara should not have advised Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu of his duty. You should all therefore remain here in Nilachal for some days while I tour the sacred places of pilgrimage alone. Actually, the Lord was controlled by the good qualities of all his devotees. On the pretense of attributing fault, he tested all these qualities. Purport. All the accusations made by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu against his beloved devotees actually showed his great appreciation of their intense love for him. You see, the word intense is here. Intense. Yet, he mentioned this fault one after another as if he were offended by their intense affection. The personal associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sometimes behaved contrary to regulate principles out of intense love for the Lord. And because of their love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, and because of their love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself sometimes violated the regulative principles of a sannyasi. In the eyes of the public, such violations are not good. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so controlled by his devotees' love that he was obliged to break some of the rules. Although accusing them, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was indirectly indicating that he was very satisfied with their behavior in pure love for Godhead. Therefore, in verse 27, he mentions that his devotees and associates place more importance on love of Krishna than on social etiquette. There are many instances of devotional service rendered by previous acharya who did not care about social behavior when intensely absorbed in love of Krishna. Unfortunately, as long as we are within this material world, we must observe social customs to avoid criticism by the general populace. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire. No one can properly describe Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's affection for his devotees. He always tolerated all kinds of personal unhappiness resulting from his acceptance of the renounced order of life. The regulative principles observed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were sometimes intolerable, and all the devotees became greatly affected by them. Although strictly observing the regulative principles, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not tolerate the unhappiness felt by his devotees. Therefore, to prevent them from accompanying him and becoming unhappy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared their good qualities to be fault. The Lord wanted to tour all the places of pilgrimage alone and strictly observe the duties of the renounced order. 4 devotees then humbly insisted that they go with the Lord. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being the independent Supreme Personality of Godhead, did not accept their request. Thereupon, Lord Nityananda said, "Whatever you order is my duty, regardless of whether it results in happiness or unhappiness. Yet, I still submit one petition to you. Please consider it And if you think it proper, please accept it. You must take with you a lion cloth. Just see the display of the love between the devotee and the Supreme Lord. See what is happening. The affection is so prominent. They are just demonstrating that here. You must take with you a lion cloth, external cloth, and a water pot. You should take nothing more than this. Not Nityananda, he's giving this so he can present exactly what he wants to do. Since you are two hands, here he comes. Since your two hands will be always engaged in chanting and counting the names, how will you be able to carry the water pot and external garment? So you need devotees to go with you. That is intention. When along the way you fall unconscious in ecstatic love for Godhead, who will protect your belongings? The water pot, the garment, and so forth. Sri Nityananda Prabhu continued, here is a simple Brahmana named Krishnadas. Please accept him and take him with you. That is my request. He will carry your water pot and garment. You may do whatever you like. He will not say a word. Accepting the request of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya took all his devotees and went to the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Prabhupada said this Krishnadas is different. This Krishnadas, known as Kala Krishnadas, is not the Kala Krishnadas mentioned in the 11th chapter, verse 37 of the Adi Lila. The Kala Krishnadas mentioned in the 11th chapter is one of the 12 Gopalas, cowhead boys, who appeared to substantiate the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is known as a great devotee of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. The Brahmana named Kala Krishnadas, who went with Sri Chaitanya to South India and later to Bengal, is mentioned in the Madhya Lila, 10th chapter, verses 62 to 79. One should not take these two to be the same. See, this Kala Krishnadas, this one, traveling with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is personally with the Supreme Lord. He was not in a different place. He was personally with the Supreme Lord. So where does the thought of leaving the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came from? He is with the Lord. So this idea came from where? He left the Lord and followed the prostitute. So the problem is with us living in this, not with his spiritual master. We have the problem. Here, Kala Krishnadas is with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he has difficulty. So we should not be in ignorance to think that our problems are coming from someone else. Our problems are coming from ourselves. So I want to read this purport of text 87. From this verse, it is clear that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was chanting the holy names a fixed number of times daily. The Goswamis used to follow in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Haridas Thakura also followed this principle. Concerning the Goswamis, Sri Rupa Goswami and Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srinivasa Acharya, confirms, in addition to other duties, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced the system of chanting the holy name of the Lord a fixed number of times daily, as confirmed in this verse. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to count on his fingers. While one hand was engaged in chanting, the other hand kept the number of rounds. This is corroborated in the Chandramrita and also in Swarupa Goswami's Stava Mala. Therefore, devotees in the land of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must chant at least 16 rounds daily, and this is the number, a fixed number of times daily is essential for everyone, for every devotee. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki.
Swami Maharaj ki.